everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Meroy and I teach creative people how to sell their art online. And today I'm here with 13 easy digital downloads to start with. And what I mean by that is digital download items or printables that you can sell on Etsy or on Payhip or Gumroad or Shopify or WooCommerce. Granted, a lot of people prefer to start with Etsy because it's easier to start with a marketplace. But these 13 items, not only are there ever an epic success on Etsy, but they're sort of a version of an item that is already there. So I don't mean like, for example, printable wall art would be one of them. No, it would be specific things within printable wall art that you can start with that are easy to start with. All of these easy digital download items to start with, and I'm reading it from actual list that I made this morning, require you to have very basic skills, and a lot of them already have several tutorials in this channel, and I am going to make more tutorials on the other topics in the next few weeks. Another thing that places these digital downloads in my easy pile is because they're relatively easy to mock up, and I do have also tutorials showing one by one how to create the mock-up for these things on Etsy. One last thing, whenever I'm going to talk about one of these things, I'm also going to be giving out tips about that specific thing, whether, it's tips about marketing it, tips about selling it, and explaining why it is an easy digital download to make and sell on Etsy or anywhere else. And you know what? I've been talking like this prefix is enough. Let's just get started with a list of 13 easy digital downloads to start with. Number 1, foldable, printable greeting cards. It's one of my most viewed tutorials in this channel because it's super easy once you break down the steps. You have to create the printable card itself, a 5x7 inch, and then you have to create the back of the card, a 5x7 inch. Place them together on one piece of paper, whether it's an A4 or US letter size, and whatever the client gets is a PDF of that page so they can actually print it out, cut it out, fold it, and it's done. Or you can also provide the JPEG files of each and every one of the sides so the person can print them out directly as a 5x7. This topic again has a full tutorial just about that with all the steps you need to do to create the card, to mock up the card, to upload the card onto Etsy, and it's a really easy item to make. It's also a really easy item to start with on Etsy because, well, we have holiday season coming up, so start off with 20, 30, 40 or 50 Christmas cards. Start off with birthday cards for people whose birthday is going to be on Thanksgiving, is going to be on Christmas, and really bank on this holiday season to get you started. But of course, you can move on to thank you cards, birthday cards of any kind, just funny pun cards, and anniversary cards, which are an evergreen niche. Second easy digital download to make that we've talked about a few days ago in this channel with a dedicated video is postcards. The process of making them is quite similar to the process of making greeting cards. I just decided to make another tutorial about that just to make sure that you guys see the difference. And the thing is, you can also combine the two in one shop. So for example, you can sell a certain design and people would get from the listing a postcard version and a greeting card version, or just make a listing for a greeting card with that design and a listing for a postcard with that design. You can also make listings for packages of postcards and really bank on the fact that we have the main holiday season coming up in just, right around the corner. Number 3 of my list of easy digital downloads to make is stationery packs. My biggest tip with that would be to start off with both an A4 and a US letter size, as well as have each one of your stationery designs have its own lines and a blank area. And the reason why this is an easy product is that it's pretty much a stance. Everything you do is a copy paste. You create the first initial piece of paper on A4 and on US letter size. You create the lines, you create the background for the lines, and then you just switch up the background behind it, add a little piece of clip art, and it's a whole new thing. The main tip I would have to say with that is to really bulk things up and make them together. So for example, if you designed a stationery paper in A4 that has lines and a bit of a flamingo on it, make the same thing with the flamingo, without the flamingo, with the background, without a background, with lines, without lines, and as US letter size. And there is actually, yes, a full tutorial, also one of my most watched videos in this channel, about how to do the whole thing from start to finish, including creating interesting mockups for Etsy. At number 4, we have printable mandala coloring pages. And I know that a lot of people are going like, hey, you can sell coloring pages, but I don't think it's that easy. A lot of people don't have these illustrated skills. And when you're buying coloring pages, for example, on Creative Fabrica, you're buying them from KDP, like for print on demand, not for selling them as printables. But if you have an iPad with Procreate, if you have Clip Studio Paint, if you have Photoshop, they all have this radial kaleidoscope, something symmetrical effect that is so easy to create mandalas with. You can just open a design that is around 3000 by 3000 pixels, even smaller, create a nice mandala using a simple black pen tool, and then take that mandala, place it on a piece of paper on Canva, and download it as a PDF or download it directly from the software. These are really easy to make products, and you can create beautiful mandalas and really create collections with it in terms of, you can make like mandala coloring pages that are all geometrical shapes with like hard lines. You can make it with a freehand drawing. You can make it with arches. It is something so amazing to make and so easy to make. And I don't think that if you've ever tried the kaleidoscope tool, it's just super fun and super easy to make, and anyone can make a beautiful mandala from it. The hard part of designing a beautiful mandala is coloring it, which you won't have to do if you're selling it as coloring pages. If you're selling coloring pages as printables, my biggest tip would be to actually print some of these yourself and start coloring them. Color them, upload photos of them colored, whether it's to Instagram or to your Etsy store, because that is what inspires people to think, hey, I can color it better, or that looks very relaxing, and then they will download it. There are also a lot of coloring page lover groups on Facebook that you can join and flat out tell people, hey, can I send you a free copy of my printable coloring page and you'll send it to me colored? I want to use it for my Instagram, or I'll tag you. And just start out by giving out a few freebies to people who are sort of trend setting in the coloring page community, because there is a coloring page community and it's huge. Moving on to number 5, and we have 1:1 ratio wall art. And if you don't know what 1:1 ratio means, it basically means that the width and the height are the same. So for example, a 5x5 inch, a 10x10 inch, a 24x24 inch. And the reason why I wrote this down as easy wall art to make is because I know that a lot of people who are starting with printable wall art on Etsy sort of get stuck on the fact that they have to create all of these different ratios and different sizes, and it ends up having so many different files, and all of them are very heavy, and you have no idea what to provide to the client. If you're just working with 1:1 ratio, and for example, your biggest design on 300 DPI can be 20x20 inch, no problem. Just make a JPEG of 20x20 inch, and the client can print it out in any print shop on any size that they want that is 1:1 ratio. So you can mock up it from 20x20 inch to 4x4 inch to 10x10 inch, and it's just one single file for the customer to download and for you to make. On number 6, we also have wall art, but this time I'm also looking at the fact that a lot of people starting with printable wall art, it's very tricky, it's very complicated. I had a full video when I just started out this channel explaining the sizes and DPIs, and people were like, I can't make this in Canva that big. Well, Canva is not a perfect tool for everything, and people were not knowing what to do, because if the piece of the art doesn't look good in that ratio or in that ratio or that big, they don't know how to design it to look so good when it's big to still have good quality. And the thing is that a lot of people don't sell big wall art. They focus their wall art printable efforts on people who actually want to print their wall art at home. So with every listing that they have, they basically create 3 files. One for A1, the second one for US letter size, and the third file for an 8x10. An 8x10 is also valid for a 4x5, or a 10x8, so a 5x4. An A4 is also valid for an A5, and US letter size can also be, half of a US letter size, whatever that is. The best thing to do in these cases is to use these with proper mock-ups showing the actual size of the wall art as it's small, and also telling your customers that they can actually print it smaller and use this as a foldable card, as a greeting card, or as a postcard, or like a small gift to give someone, or use them in their scrapbooking or stuff like that. At number 7, we have printable stickers. And yes, printable stickers is a huge and variant niche, and I know that a lot of people have been drowning in it. I mean, a lot of people are looking for these beautiful sets of autumn and beautiful watercolor illustrations and things that if you're not an artist or a graphic designer, it's going to be really hard for you to make. But what you can make is repetitive printable sticker sheets. For example, let's say I'm an Etsy seller and I am selling my own candles. I have soy wax candles and I have a lid on them and I want to put a sticker on the lid. So I would search for someone who sells stickers that say handmade or vegan or just thank you or homemade or made with love or anything like that. So if you make sticker sheets that basically include squares or circles in a variety of sizes, a variety of colors, and variety of greetings, they might be really useful to people. In the making of these amazing printable sticker sheets, you can really just be repetitive and give people the option to print something they might actually need. Just think about all of these people who might need certain amount of packaging, or not just to make it printable sticker sheets, but also maybe printable thank you sheets. So multiple thank yous per page, and also have the customer have the option to send you, for example, let's say their Instagram tagline, and you can add that, their Instagram username, or something more personal for them that they can just print out multiple times when they're making their orders. A lot of people need those things, whether it's vegan, cruelty-free, gluten-free, sugar-free, nut allergy, whatever. Just think about every single sticker that you see, or every single like piece of graphics you see on anything that is edible, and make stickers from it. It's really easy to make those stickers. It's just, finding a background and putting some text on it. And if you want me to make tutorials on these kind of things, like maybe about a vegan niche, please let me know in the comment section down below. I think that might be a bit interesting to do. By the way, there was also a tutorial about printable stickers, and every single thing that I'm telling you that was a tutorial in this channel, there will be a link to that down below. And number 8 of 13 is a digital And number 8 of 13 easy digital download products. It's so hard to say it real fast. Number 8 of 13 easy digital download products to make is digital patterns. And I mean seamless patterns. They are super easy to make, especially with Canva. You don't even need to have Canva Pro to make them. They are just super easy to make. There were actually 2 tutorials that sort of touch upon this. I did a full seamless patterns, how to make it on Canva, especially for Redbubble, but you can also make it to sell it online. And I also made a full tutorial on how to make it sell digital paper packs. They are super easy to make. And the biggest tip here is making a lot. Making a lot, making sure that you are very clear in terms of your commercial use options, and making sure that you are sending these and designing these enough time in advance. So for example, if I wanted to design seamless patterns for Halloween for print on demand, I would pretty much be too late right now, wouldn't I? At number 9, we have stock photos. A lot of people still need stock photos, whether it's taking photos of art on a wall, or taking a photo of a desk, or taking even photos of a field. So many people are still buying photos, especially if you have good camera, good size for your photos, and you explain to people what kind of commercial use they can make with these photos. There are so many things that you could do with selling photos online, but just selling them as photos could be really easy. I do know that a lot of websites choose to buy their photos because they just don't have it. I mean, if a website, like a blogger, is doing an article on Macedonia, they might not have a good photo of North Macedonia. They might need one from you. I also know about simple people. For example, a person who opened a vegetable, like a farmer who did farming online, and he needs photos, good photos of vegetables. So making these photos might be a good way to start. The key in this case is either 1, selling them as printable photography, as 1 by 1, and in that case you need specific sizes and showing them as mockups, or 2, selling them in bundles of the actual photo files without any fancy mockups done to it. At number 9, with a dedicated video, we have printable flashcards. And flashcards can be so much fun, especially when there are so many flashcards to do. And the key with that is to make small variations of the thing that you're doing. So for example, you made flashcards from A to Z. You have every single letter with an animal. Great. Make all of them in black and white. Make all of them in blue. Make all of them in red. Make all of them in different colors. And then each and every one of these designs is a different listings. But each and every one of these designs is also going to be 1 till 10, or like more like 0 till 9, and each and every one of these designs can also be capital letters, small letters. You can make flashcards for part of the house, for clothing, and just think of all the different items that are around you and make flashcards. Again, as I said, full tutorial on how to make and sell flashcards, including creating mockups for Etsy, with a link to it down below. At number 11, we have printable signs. And when I'm saying signs, I mean 2 things. 1, the whole, first day of first grade, a kid holding a sign. That would be adorable. And of course, if you're making first day of first grade, also make first day of every single grade, including kindergarten, including university. Also do like graduated, birthday boy, birthday girl, birthday man, birthday woman, whatever. dude just got married, just got engaged, whatever, all of these cute printable signs. You're gonna be a daddy, you're gonna be a grandma, as well as actual printable signs that businesses might be using. One of my biggest sellers, I think it was like 4 months after COVID, was printable signs that saying mask required to go inside. And you might think to yourself, why do businesses need that? I mean, like, they can just put it on a piece of paper. But I did like really nice design stuff. And I also made it funny. I did like smile with your eyes, because from this point you have to put on a face mask, we're sorry, or stuff like that. So a lot of these like going into places signs, or sign where something is. And this connects me to our number 12, which has to do with weddings, with table numbers and names for tables. So in a lot of events, either if you have like a gift table, a donation box, a place to leave stuff in, where to leave the check, I don't know. So these could be nice signs, but you can also make printable table numbers that have this like specific and unique kind of cool design, and really try to think about wedding themes, really explore that topic on Etsy. It's a whole new world for printable for weddings. Like, printables for weddings are a huge, huge niche on Etsy. And you can also do it with names for tables if you have a very nice font and a very nice design, and all you need to do is to have the client send you all the names they want to have in this product. And last but not least, at number 13, with a full tutorial on that, are printable calendars. Now is the time! Now is the time for printable calendars. I mean, well, it was already the time for printable calendars around August, because a lot of people are using a 16-month calendar that starts in September of right now, well, 2021, and will end in December of 2022. But a lot of other people, especially not students, are only going to buy their calendars in the beginning of the year or at the end of December. So now is the time to make amazing, nice calendars, whether it's a one-page calendar, mini calendars, or monthly calendars. And all of them are in a tutorial that I made a few months ago. And that was a long list. I need to take a breath. There are obviously so many other digital download items that you can make. I mean, if you try to even Google this, there are like 31 easiest ones to make, or 50 to make, or there are like so many other products that you can sell, whether it's making your own clip art or your own coloring pages, or making art of so many different kinds. But I chose these because I think that the combination of how easy it is to make a good product if you're not like an illustrator, as well as the trending level of these items, make them perfect to start with. If one of these topics is a topic that is interesting to you guys and I don't have a video about it and want me to make a video about it, please let me know in the comment section down below. And also comment if you have a different easy digital download product or a complicated one that you want me to make a tutorial about, or if you're having a success or not lack of success with one of these products. And of course, if you like this video or found this content useful, please hit that like button down below, because every time you do, YouTube thinks, hey, this is a cool video, I'm going to show it to more people, and it really does help my channel. Also, subscribe to my channel if you are not yet subscribed. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. I'll be here. I will not have pink hair. I will be blonde again, because it's a pre-recorded video that I did with the YouTuber Corinne Prater on her Printful hoodie, showing off the quality of the hoodie, the type of the hoodie, how much it cost us, and just giving you general advice on this product, because every Wednesday is product reviews. On Thursday, the 21st, I will be here with a platform, with a print-on-demand platform that doesn't accept people in. I was surprised that I was in already, and it's really hard to design to this platform and actually get accepted, but it is an interesting platform that I'm starting to sort of investigate more and more, and I think that it's worth talking about. And of course, on Friday with shop reviews, there is a link down below in the description to a Google form where you can go in and anonymously submit your Etsy, Payhip, Gumroad, Redbubble, Society6 shops, wherever it is that you're selling your print-on-demand or printable items. And I'll be reviewing shops every single Friday at 7 p.m. Bulgaria time. There might be some other pop-up videos throughout the weekend. I don't know if you guys seen the video that I did yesterday. I was talking about my Etsy store and I was talking about my Payhip store, and I was looking into connecting my Payhip account with my own domain, which didn't work. I had several problems with that, especially the problem of just taking time to work, and it has progressed a bit, so I might make a tutorial on that for the weekend or for Monday. Who knows? But what I do know is that with that being said, that was it from me for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as usual, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!